Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. It's Coaches Kerner, Berwin Kearns, MMA Quarter. And we've got Professor
Yeah.
George Georgel, who I have known since 2008. Say I already swore. See that? 2008, right?
We
2008.
worked in 2008. I've known you before then.
Have you?
Yeah, I met you before then. I just never worked with you then, Coach. But
You didn't like me then because I was too animated.
No, I did. I always enjoyed you. Changed my views a lot in the strength and conditioning with the mechanics they use with the band work. I remember all the bands attached with the shots on the ground with the ladder drills, the necessary evil. I still do it.
Necessary evil.
Yeah, you were ahead of time. It wasn't about lifting weights and squatting and benching and running. It was all resistant work, body mechanics. Yeah, I was really functional, very functional. And I never felt like Marcus Davis or I were ever out of shape working with you during the conditioning you did with us. Very grateful for everything you did. I've never been tired in a fight, and it's thanks to you and Mike Ferguson.
You know why? Because I appreciate that, my friend, a lot. Because you'll get this shirt soon. Be relentless, because that's what you are. Relentless.
Still.
Relentless. You know, like I got a picture. Hold on a second. I'll show you.
I do work hard. I'm not the smartest, but I work hard. I do work hard. Still today. I'm gonna show me a shirt. There's a Rocky poster back there with probably one of the greatest monologues of all time. Rocky has the best monologues. What are you showing me? Oh wow. Yes, sir. Yeah. My look of disappointment. Usual same look.
No, let's go through that fight. Wasn't that like UFC 100 or something crazy?
No, I fought UFC 64. I fought 67.
No, but I think this was UFC 100 because you were on the card. I think with Kenny.
I wasn't in the card for 100.
You weren't on the card 100.
UFC 100.
You were on the same card, I believe, as Kenny one time.
I did. I was. I fought Aaron Riley. He fought Joe Stevenson. Yes.
That's right. You fought Aaron Riley, and you stood toe-to-toe with them and went for 3 rounds. And I said, why did you take him to the ground? Because I did not want to. I want to smack him around. Jesus, George, you could have wiped him off the planet.
It's the only time we're free. It's the only time we're truly free in there. And you know the old misconception, Coach, that it says everywhere, even on wherever you go, Google the name and says notorious. Jorge notorious for turning easy-able to win fights into slugfests to please the crowd.
Ain't that a fact?
No offense, I never fought to please you guys, to please the crowd. I never did. It's the purest form of self-expression. It's just how it happened. I enjoyed Muay Thai. I enjoyed trading in the middle and sitting down there and not listen to a game plan. That's those who cannot do, Coach. You know, my students cannot do that. I make world champions, but I fought with all heart and balls and moving forward. I only know one direction. I just remember my coach Dorian Price saying, George, you can go show me a compass. You can move all these directions, but you only know forward. You know, and I was like, you know, I'll listen. I'll take you to the ground. I used to pray, like, come on, George, go to the ground this fight, use jiu-jitsu. And when they say ready, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm very ready. I'm ready. And there was no jiu-jitsu going on. You know, like five split decision losses. There's a big flip side in my career. If I had those, I never won a split decision. I had 5 split decisions not going my way. So, but I'm the one here living with no regrets. You know, I'm looking back in my career with my head high, saying I left it all out there, painted in blood and effort. I never got tired. I always left it all out there. I came to fight. I never chose an opponent. I never picked and chose fights. I was a prize fighter. You know that. And I worked hard, and my job was to get a name and a date. And I showed up, and I gave my all. And I think times now are very, very different. I think everybody's very soft, and a lot of people that don't deserve yet haven't earned their badge to be at the highest level of the sport. Shouldn't be there yet. Since COVID in the last 2.5 years, even the level of hard work, the base, the standard for it used to be to work hard, is completely different.
Yep.
You know, we used to train hard, and now people go do it after practice, go to the bag and do 100 kicks each leg to finish it off. And for them, there's extra. Oh wow! I didn't go talk to the friends. Well, dude, after after practice, I still did 100 kicks in each leg of the bag, and it becomes something for you to brag about. And it's so mediocre to me. I used to warm up with Dorian Price making me jump rope you for 45 minutes, and I used to throw 300 kicks before I even get held for me. It's just different. People think the hard work is what we used to call mediocre, half-assing. And I try to fight it. And my doctor always tells George, you can't expect everybody to be like you. But Doc, I don't want my students to be like me. I want them to be just the best version of themselves. There's only one of me. I know that. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm intense. I work as hard as I can. But I just want them to be the best version of themselves. And you don't even know what work hard is. My job is to teach you the value of hard work and how it pays off. Not in fighting, but in feeling better, healthier, walking taller, knowing that you can defend yourself, protect your family in some type of situation. I will teach you how to fight. And people don't seem like they want to put in the work now anymore in anything.
Professor, if I may interrupt.
Of course.
And I want to call you professor because you've earned it. I think because you're in your 40s now, right?
45.
Okay, I'm 56.
Oh, look at you.
And I don't do girls. And the point of the matter is, you and I kind of grew up kind of in the same genre, right?
We did.
Immigrants, the whole 9 yards, this, that, and the other thing. And now you've got these 20 and 30 somethings. There's no personal responsibility. They want it handed to them. They want their college paid for. They want everything given to them. And it's like, you got to sweat, man. You got to earn it.
It's called skin in the game, Coach. It's called skin. The accountability is the word I teach. My kids in my kids' class have 100 kids lined up. And I go to them and goes, tell me what a hypocrite means. And they all go, something that's somebody that says one thing and does another. Are we? No. And I tell my kids, what is the worst word to be called? And they say, mediocre. What's mediocre, kids? And they goes, it's average, sir. Are we average? No, sir. Yeah, accountability. All you have to teach is accountability. Look, man, it works in threes, right? Consistency, progress, motivation.
Yep. Well,
consistency is the key to progress.
Yep.
If you keep coming, you cannot get any worse. You can only get better. Progress is the key to motivation. If you keep getting better, you want to come back. And you keep coming back. And motivation is the key to consistency. When you're motivated, you don't miss class. So it works in threes. If any of those three factors are ever missing, your journey is not going to last.
No.
Show up when you need to show up, right?
I agree with you on that. And if you remember, some of my principles in Burma Kearns were the 2 C's: commitment, consistency. You got to have that. And then we'll ask that in our certification course, what comes first? And it's the chicken and the egg. If you're committed, you're consistent. If you're consistent, you're committed. And then the next level is desire, discipline, and dedication. Because if you don't have discipline, you're done. Like
I know, but I think what you want the chicken or the egg, but I think consistency shows commitment. Yeah, they walk the 2 words very correlated, but consistency is commitment. Even when you don't want to go, just be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there.
And the way we grew up in the times too is, I know Marcus was into it. You're into it, obviously, Mark Delagrati. Fucking integrity. Have some goddamn integrity.
Oh, it's over. That's done. And now nobody has skin in the game. Everybody wants things for free. People feel nowadays it's the worst thing in the world. They feel like they have to step on others to grow in life, to better their lives. People feel like they have. It's sad to compare, but I see this country turn into what Brazil was when I left. It feels like you have to always nowadays here. You feel like you have to step on people and like go walk over people, find your way easy life to get ahead in life. And I never did that. I don't associate with that. I have nothing in common with anybody that thinks that way. I want a fast way. The easiest way means that at the end of every end, you're still going to crumble. Karma will exist and it's going to crumble.
Absolutely.
The hard way, they take the hard road because the hard road is the one that people don't want to walk. But you walk the hard road, you reap the benefits for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
it's very easy nowadays to choose the easy way, Coach. Why? Internet, social media. I hear grown men, people find, because you can find anything nowadays on YouTube. Well, you can find good information, you can find bad information. How are you going to discern? How are you going to know the difference? Why do you think I don't have videos and DVDs and all those things, instructionals, because I'm a hands-on. If you have a question, my video is not gonna answer your question, but I'm there to answer your question. I don't want to make money doing things that I don't believe in. And just be accountable. Learn the value of hard work. Bleed, sweat, work hard, and then when you start feeling good after 6 months, because it's not an immediate investment. Martial arts and a journey to a healthy lifestyle, guys, is not like a realtor. It's not immediate gratification. It's a slow progress. It's a journey. You got to enjoy every day of it. It's a long-term commitment, and you have to embrace that.
Well,
That's why we have so many people that quit.
exactly. Look at your friend and my friend, right? I heard through the grapevine that when Joe Rogan, it took him a long time to get his black belt, right? He actually cried because of his schedule.
Oh my goodness!
He was just so, because just the way his work schedule was and how much his brand took off, it took him extra time to get it, and he just lost it. And I love his quote, and he says, "You know what? I'm the most lazy, disciplined person there is."
Lazy, disciplined person there is. You can never call Joe Rogan lazy. It's just busy.
But he said that's what he said.
He can say that because he can say that, but everybody that knows him goes, "The guy's not lazy. He's probably one of the best multitaskers that I've known."
That's like saying Marcus Davis can't take a punch, or that you can't take a punch.
Oh my goodness, man. That's saying something like Mark Delagrati just shot a video with me on Instagram and UFC this week, 2 days ago, saying my favorite fighter, my favorite athlete, Marcus Davis, right there. And I'm like, please don't say this because Marcus will kill me. I am petrified. Marcus Davis is a real badass. Still. I love Marcus. My favorite fighter. Well, nothing to do with you, old man. We're friends, Marcus. Remember, don't shoot the message. That was Mark talking.
I just talked to Marcus. He was on the first show.
Oh, he wasn't.
I talk to Marcus at least once a week.
Oh man, I haven't spoken to him. I've been so busy. I got to catch up with Marcus. He fought. He looks great. He's in shape as always. Laura and the kids are good. I guess he's so happy for him. Same here.
Exactly. He's rounding into a couple of other things I'm doing product wise.
Good.
We've been going back and forth for a couple of years now on a bunch of stuff, and he's one of my master coaches. And I was happy to give him that. I like, you earned it. I remember the first time I brought the ladders in, he's tripping all over him. I go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He goes, you had like 40 professional boxing fights.
And you came to the ladder drill. And we both became extremely prolific and proficient at the ladder drill. I got quick feet because of you. And band works. Pulling the bands are still stay out. But a lot of your principles using band resistant workouts, body work, functional workouts, can be lifting. I don't understand all this heavy lifting for performance, And
Professor, here's the fun part. It's come back to that lifting again.
I see it. I see it.
I post stuff all the time, and you know some of the crazy stuff I've done. And I posted a video with, remember the voodoo board, the little roller in the middle?
Oh yeah.
And I'm doing band rows, and I posted it on like a 40 plus or 50 plus. Like, that's fucking stupid. Blah blah. That's not going to build muscle. I'm like, okay.
Why would you want to build? So those people, I tell my students all the time, why would you want to build muscle if your muscles are not going to work for you? I always tell, I'm 205 now. I feel great, but I grew this way because I'm more retired. I don't cheat on my nutrition. My body just kind of not in any way, shape, form, fat. I live in a fitness lifestyle, but my muscles work for me. I don't want to be less flexible, any slower. I'm quick. I'm explosive. I'm flexible. I'm agile. I have good footwork, good movement. And if I gain muscle, is to add to those qualities of being a better martial artist. It's not for aesthetics. If you're training martial arts for aesthetics, you have, again, the wrong purpose. You're putting the wrong emphasis and the wrong syllable, my friends.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Professor, how many bodybuilders did we see walk into any cage and get smashed in 3 minutes? How many did we see over the years?
No comment.
Because it's true.
Bodybuilders are literally the laughing stock of the martial arts community. So I don't have to say anything about bodybuilding.
Same as
narcissism, the steroid abuse, the lack of the insecurity. Most bodybuilders are extremely insecure, and they're bullies too. They like to bully lesser people. I don't want to stereotype anybody because I have great bodybuilding friends. Sure. I just think it's a very, very unhealthy sport and very ungrateful because you become you're never good enough. You work hard and you look lean and you prepare for a show, and your happiness is at the mercy of a judge. of somebody that's going to look at you and say if you look good or not, instead of you looking in the mirror and loving who you are. Like you're missing the whole point of living.
Absolutely.
You're not living life. You're putting your happiness it's not even a competition. I call it a show.
Yeah.
You're not punching anybody, not running against anybody. You're literally posing.
Yep.
You're posing, filled with products and things that are gonna hurt you in the long run. Steroids and anabolic and all that stuff. So a judge can say you are the best looking in the thong of all those guys, and you can walk out with a trophy this big, and all the insecurities in the world to get better and bigger and treat people like shit and have roid rages. Let's stop talking about bodybuilding.
I appreciate that, but it just
Let's move on.
Just to touch on that, just because people have to. I want the listeners to understand heavyweight doesn't matter.
No.
Especially when you look at jiu-jitsu, right?
No.
You don't move the man, you move yourself.
You move it's a concept. You don't move the big rock. You move yourself around the rock. CrossFit has a great concept. You don't move the bar around yourself. You move yourself around the bar. You create momentum and move around it. So it's about slick movement and leverage.
And you know how I feel about CrossFit.
A lot of exercises there are very detrimental to the body, but to each their own. There's a lot of CrossFit exercises. I like CrossFit.
Absolutely.
A lot of CrossFit. I love CrossFit exercises. They're beneficial to martial arts. I pick up in every sport what fits me. Information is power. My mom said that. I live by that. Information is power. So I'm always seeking information, looking for information to grow, so I can grow, so my students can grow. CrossFit has a lot of great exercise that can benefit us, and why am I going to do a muscle up? There is nothing to do. It's going to bear my shoulders. So I don't play with muscle up. But everything else, a lot of cardio workouts, a lot of great movements come, CrossFit has it. I
agree. There are some traditional movements I like, and there's some of the other movements like the muscle up and the kip pull up that just don't make sense to me. Or, when they, and I'm not trying to bash them, but I am a little bit because Glassman's an egomaniac and I don't agree to doing snatches to infinity,
The people that can, I like CrossFit. But I don't like when there's too much of risk of injury when you do something for that long. Like those people that can finish those workouts in the CrossFit games, those humans are different. Like Sam Briggs, and I was saying, like those people, they're engines. That somebody that can run uphill for like 2-3 miles and right after be doing heavy squats or power cleans. Right after, your legs are shocked. Most people rip a quad, will slip a disc. An injury will happen if you push yourself that hard. But when it comes to Tia Toomey, Matt Frazier, all those guys, Sam Briggs, like I say, those type of human beings, they are built that way to do that.
Same.
It works for them. And I don't think they also show all the injuries. I'm sure they're filled with bad injuries.
Same as George Gurgel. Professor Gurgel is built just differently. In here and in here. I've seen a lot of your fights. I've seen a lot of your training. One thing I've always loved about you and admired, always fucking smiling.
Thank you.
Come on, I show you. How about the time you walked out to train in a pink singlet?
I do that all. They usually do that often, and I'm not afraid of hard work. Every time you're done with me, well, that's all you got. Is that all you got?
Well, how about the time you pulled your nut out of your shorts?
Oh, I'm not remember that. Come on.
Come on, I do. Come on. Hey guys, what is this?
You know what? Your coaches always try to break me. Every coach always have tried to break me, and I think it's funny. I like it, enjoy it. You guys tried to break me. It's your job as a conditioning coach for me to try to break to see how mentally strong I am and how much I'm going to push myself under your guidance. If you're coaching me and you never charged me, I chose to pay you. You never charged, and I always chose to pay you. But if you are going to get out of your house, if you're going to give me time to make me better, you know that I'm going to give you my all, and you're not going to break me. I have not been broken yet, and I'm not going to break. So you can bring me with any workout in the world, and I'm going to outperform.
Not to interrupt, Professor. People like you, Marcus, and Alex Kellerexis, I never worried about breaking you. I knew it. We're in Sityodtong in 105-degree heat. You guys are sweating. I have the video to prove it. We're sweating and you're like, "What's next, coach? What's next, coach? What's next, coach?" And Marcus is like, "Yeah, man, let's go." And Alex is like, "Yeah, let's go." And Alex is because he was cutting weight. He's in a long sleeve sweat rash guard, and I'm like, You know, he's another nut, a few screws loose, and he's kind of crazy. So that was the fun part. Plus, one of the biggest compliments you ever gave me. Go, you know what? You're so fucking animated and goofy, but it goddamn works for you, coach.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, you are. You're very animated, but I was focused on you help motivate us and keep going. You know, not that I need any extra. I'm self-motivated, but I enjoy hard work, coach. It's this when it comes to being a student. When it comes to being a student and a fighter, I'm a good one. I do what I'm told, and I'll push myself. You know, I don't have to say that.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, by expecting this from all my students, sometimes I can shoot myself in my own feet. But it's my job to motivate them and to encourage them and to install in their minds that the hard work pays off, and it's good to enjoy suffering. Let's put it that way. Enjoy suffering. You got to enjoy. If you want to, nothing worth having in life comes cheap. Nothing. Nothing life. Not physical fitness, not love, not happiness, not success, not money, not nothing. Nothing comes cheap, comes with sacrifice. And if you're afraid to work hard, I love living here. Nobody outworks me.
It's almost like, let's take that to another level. It's like, as far as the sacrifice, this was a great quote I heard from a friend of mine, very religious, but that's not the game I play. Pain is temporary. Suffering's a choice. Pain is inevitable. You first start working out jiu-jitsu, you're going to be in pain. But can you suffer? Do you want to suffer? No, you just keep going. And it's almost like, like you've flown a ton, I've flown a ton. It's in the way of things. Okay, you might miss a flight. There might be bad weather. It's in the way of things. So just face facts. You got to accept it.
It's a feeling. Pain. I just had both of my knees completely replaced 8 months ago. Completely. So you didn't know that. It's all tight again for the second time. So, and everybody's feeling so bad. Rich came to visit me. I was sweating, trying to sleep. It's so much pain. Completely, they literally amputated my legs and put it back together with metal and plastic. And I always tell myself, pain is a feeling. It's a feeling. It will pass. It was 8 months ago. I couldn't walk, and now I'm kicking and punching and sparring. Enjoy the suffering. Like, be strong enough in your head. It's here. It's your biggest weapon for life, not for martial arts, in life. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself every time. Don't buzz the alarm. Don't hit this news. That's a loser button. I call this news button is a loser button. When my alarm beeps, I'm up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. And if you believe it's worth anything in this life, you go out and you go get it, man, because it's not going to fall in your lap. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I'm believing myself. I'm good at this shit. And go get your work done.
Well, let's
give it your best. It's not like this, though. I'm living kind of stuff. I feel like I go to the UFC and we see just all Eves and Gilbert and everybody, all the old school guys still. And I see this new wave, high talent. The variety of strikes and the evolution of the game is incredible. And there's somebody a lot of athletes that push themselves to the limit. But the percentage of the hardcore fighters, there was a very small differential 10 years ago between fighters and athletes in the UFC and everywhere else. There's a lot of athletes trying to fight, not fighters trying to fight. And when the athletes face adversity in the octagon for the first time, you can see them fold and quit because they're athletes, because they're not fighters. You have to like to fight, man.
Yeah.
You have to like to hurt people. You have to enjoy to punch them in the face. And if it hurts them, it hurts them. It's not an evil thing. It's just a primal. It's the most primal form of competition in the world since humans. It's a fist fight. It's a fight between two people. So it's not necessarily what we signed up for. You have to understand exactly what we signed up for. My job is to get paid to hurt someone. So with all politeness and kindness in my heart, I'm going to try for 15 minutes to tear your head off. Afterwards, we can hug it out. You can hug it out afterwards, and I can talk to you, camp and everything else. But, you're a prize fighter. And if you don't like to hurt people and your job is a prize fighter, maybe you should be playing chess or harmonica or something, or something different.
Given that segue, because I know, Professor, you've got a limited time, and I told we keep it to 30. Can you give me three of your best performances you feel fighting?
No, none. I have no favorite performances.
How about most memorable fight? None?
I don't go back there, Kev. I don't live back there. I'm looking into the future. I look
Okay.
back at I
All
think
right.
about my career and I think about it as a whole. And I left it out there. And people say didn't use the jiu-jitsu, didn't use my jiu-jitsu. But my students won in jiu-jitsu. I know the level of my jiu-jitsu. But being truly satisfied with showing my skill set in a fight, never. Never have. I've only watched every one of my fights once. Once. I never went back. I never watched it again. Watched it with my wife, Once she wanted to see it. And I watched one time each fight again. And actually, and then I realized why. Now I feel bad. When I was watching how disgusted I was. That's why I don't watch them. Because I am so much better than what I showed.
Look, my friend, and I do mean that, my friend, because you know how we roll in Boston, and you know this is a Boston compliment.
We're real. Yeah.
No.
We're real in Boston.
This is, if you don't, I don't know if you remember this compliment, and I said this to you and Marcus. I'll lay down in fucking traffic for you, Professor. Don't forget that.
Ditto.
I fall on my sword for you people. That's why the relentless.
Yeah.
You didn't see the new tats. Sumbak Sumbam, be relentless. Oh, by the way, don't tell anybody. I am the real Batman.
You are the real Batman. No, you just told everybody. You just did. You just told everybody.
But one thing, what is Professor up to now? You've got, is it 2 schools or 3 now?
Oh my God, we have many affiliates, man. We have a bunch. It's me and Professor Dave Reeves. I have a partner now for 7 years. Dave Fluffy Reeves. The game changed completely. Coach, I'm a different chapter now. I'm the UFC official translator interpreter. So I'm always going to the UFC helping the new generation Brazilian fighters. But here, we're opening schools left and right. We have the Mega Westchester coming. Got around currently now at 4 locations and 8 or 9 affiliates that I have around the country. One is still in Brazil. The other ones I had in Dubai. I had to close the one in Dubai. But busy. We're very, very busy, very happy.
I'll be getting that invite from my conditioning seminars.
You'll be coming for the conditioning seminar. I have to check with my GM. She's the boss. We even have a GM and tons of employees.
Oh my God.
It's a tripod. It's me, Dave Fluffy, and Kelly Chick. So I'm very blessed. I am very grateful to have found those people that we want the best for each other. We don't have to step. Kelly's the GM. Dave is the drummer, is the back, is the brain behind all the operation. I'm just the product. So I stick to doing what I do best, which is teach martial arts and speak sense into people's lives. Dave does that too, teaches the classes and runs the entire business. Is the best I've ever seen. Never seen anybody that driven. And Kelly, I couldn't ask for a better friend and a general manager and all the employees we have. It's a very smooth ran operation, extremely successful business, and I have nothing but I'm very grateful. I'm living a great life. My wife, I have the best wife in the world. I have 3 pit bulls, 3 kids. So big house in the yard, more than I deserve. I have everything I've always wanted. I live a very happy, fulfilled life. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't want what anybody else has. I don't want anybody else's wife, car, job. I love who I see in the mirror. I love the man that I have become through the gateways of martial arts. I love the husband that I am and the teacher that I am to my students, my dedication. And I'm a God's man. I know you don't much religion, but I try to make my mother and God proud every day.
I'm a God's man. I'm just not staunch Catholic.
No, I'm a very big Christian. I believe that He saved me so many times from not being in the right path, from good decisions, even though, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, nothing. But, the path that fighters take a lot, which is put themselves in a high horse, think they're all that, and all of a sudden it all passes, then you're working at PetSmart.
Yeah.
Because you put all your eggs in one basket. No, Dave and Kelly showed me that my name alone is not going to cause us to have 1,000 students to be that successful. We need marketing. We need structure. We need organization in the classes. We need staff meetings. We need merchandise. We need so much, and everything is happening. Everything is happening to its perfection. And it's me, Dave Reeves, Kelly Chick, and nobody can stop us.
Nobody can stop you.
We keep on growing. Every day we grow.
You'll like this announcement. Not a lot of people know this. Guess what's coming out soon in September? Your
announcement that you're not Batman? You're Robin, probably?
The series that may be popular, Burma Kearns, The Basement Tapes, MMA Conditioning, 2.0 is coming out. 14 years of new stuff. I'm launching it. I've been filming it for 3 months.
I'm curious. You have my attention.
You should be, because I've got somebody behind me.
You have my attention. Who's behind you?
Not telling you.
How am I going to get a hold of that?
You will.
Okay.
And you'll get it for this.
As usual, because you're so kind, and I love you for that.
Same here, brother. All right.
I will implement all your techniques. I will like it. I will give you my feedback, and I'll teach my students what you taught me.
I'll come out and launch it for you if you want.
That'll be awesome. We can set that up.
Let's do that. And I'll talk to
You
Kelly.
look great, coach. You really look good. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You look freaking jacked, man. You look good.
Not bad for surviving trying to commit suicide twice, huh?
So, well, yeah. I mean, let's not talk about that either. I don't like that talk. A lot of people are sick, Kev. A lot of people are sick. A lot of people are ill. Yeah, I saw all that. A lot of people have been sick. A lot of people have been ill. My mom passed away in a very unfortunate way.
I know it hurts you to sit when I say that, but here's what I say. And I've lived this, and you know this since my father died. That's his ring, since I was 12, after the first book. And this is the way I live. If that didn't happen to me, look at the timing. Messy divorce, the whole 9 yards. I've fallen into deep depression, the whole 9 yards. But if that didn't happen, look where we are now. Mental health, mental illness is off the chart. So now
ring. Is that your father's ring?
Yes.
This is my mother's ashes.
I figured you told me that before.
Yeah. So she doesn't leave my side.
This doesn't
make my mother proud every day. That's it.
44 years. Don't take it off. My mother passed of COVID 2 years ago. So 92. It's okay. But I look at it this way, and I appreciate your sympathy and feelings about what happened to me. And if it did not, I look at my life, as you know, if it did not happen to me, just as you do, I would not be here. And what do I have to offer to give? You know, oh, here's the guy that trained 15 UFC fighters, Professor Jorge Gurgel, Marcus Davis, and I fell down. I went in the abyss, but I'm coming back up. So if I can do it, you can do it. And that's what I push for.
Back is always much better to watch than the setbacks.
Well, here's what I say. Rock bottom's a good foundation to stand.
That's right. If you don't have the strength, the fortitude, the drive to do a comeback like this, then it's not for everybody. Maybe you can motivate people into that. Show me a trisport tattoo.
Perseverance.
Don't have to mark it on your body. Know who you are.
No, I do it.
Even though I have my freaking JT on my back. Yeah.
Reminder.
Bushido.
Don't worry. They're there.
Bushido.
Right there, bro.
The warrior.
Bushido. Juji. Grow with courage, integrity. Like
exactly. Live by daily rules. Be honest to people. Earn your honest money. Work hard. Learn the value of hard work. Be accountable. Have skin in the game. Have some dignity, some character, so your family and yourself can be proud. Be proud of the person you look in the mirror. That's all that matters. Because if you quit, when you look in the mirror, what are you going to see? A quitter. I'm not calling you a quitter. That's all you're going to tell my students that. If you don't show up because of this or because of that, you're not accountable. Nope. So don't expect any progress. Understand that you have to have skin in the game to grow in life. And if you don't learn this young, you're going to live in disappointment.
Absolutely.
And you're going to die miserable.
Exactly, sir.
We have one ride, dude. You know we have one ride. So it's about adapting. Losers dwell. Losers. Everybody in the world is filled with them, and you guys got to listen to this. You can't. It's always make a choice. Losers dwell and point fingers. That's number 2 quality. Dwell and point. It's never their fault. Winners adapt, overcome. It sounds so easy. It doesn't sound easy, but from a person that had 15 orthopedic surgeries, my mom got killed in a cab driver accident, ugly divorce, and I'm still here living my best life. I have all the right in the world to say that.
Victim or victor?
Right?
Professor, victim or victor? That's it.
You choose. You either tuck your tail, and dwell and complain about life. Life is gonna hit you hard. Or you can adapt, overcome, and move forward and create your own future with no excuses. Put your dukes up and attack the day, man. Make the day the best you can. If you do the best you can today, tomorrow takes care of itself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well said, Professor. I'm going to let you go because you're busy. And I appreciate your time. We went a little over, and that's okay. We'll be talking soon. I'll reach out to Kelly, and we'll set that up because it's time that you and I see each other. Now, you have to remember this, okay? This is the gang sign, the double K.
Oh, my God. I'm not doing
Hey,
kind of, no. I was
George,
here to this.
George,
Even the bumpy. Listen, y'all, if you meet me,
George,
don't bump me, don't fist me.
Professor, I have one more question. Do you know a veterinarian?
Who?
A veterinarian.
Of course, I know what a veterinarian is.
Oh,
What are you talking
you
about?
know one because these pythons are sick.
Oh my gosh! Can you be any cheesier? Can you know what a vet is? Yeah, those are those pythons. Okay. Listen, if those pythons are not fast and accurate with those fists, it doesn't mean anything, shorty.
I still kick and punch all the time. I don't do curls for girls. I haven't done a
You
curl.
can kick and punch. I'm talking about landing those, though.
I'll land my.
Everybody can kick and punch. You landing? We'll see about that.
Well, it depends if I'm landing a punch or I'm landing a blade. Been doing a little Filipino.
Good point. The Kali is some deadly stuff.
Oh,
you're good at it. You're good at it.
In the wing. Oh, okay. Hold on. We're gonna satisfy you before we sign off.
No, don't.
No. Hold on. Oh, let's see. Oh, see, Coach is living a good life. Look where I live.
Oh wow.
Blackstone River. I'm in a loft. No, but see, this is how whacked out I am. Look what's here, George. A Wing Chun dummy.
That's not crazy. If you don't see my garage, my garage is all the weight room.
Well, I don't.
Mats and everything.
I don't have a garage no more, but that's okay. Oh, look at this. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, what's that?
Oh, remember that.
Oh. But that's not my favorite one. My favorite one. Here you go. This was a gift from somebody at Sit Your Tongue. African hardwood.
Oh, condition. What is that for? Just I can't see it very well.
African hardwood.
Just be like everybody else in this country and carry a gun, and then try to act like a real tough guy because you have a gun.
I'm a blade guy.
I like this too.
I'm a blade guy.
Lightning. I don't carry weapons.
I don't either. Elbow.
Nope.
Elbow. All right, Professor. I'm going to let you go. It's been great talking to you. I will reach out to you in the next couple of days. This will be up. It's live now, but the link will be up tomorrow. I'll send it right to you. Okay, sir?
I want to say thank you to you, to Andre. Just met Andre. And of course, none of this would be possible without Dave, Fluffy Kelly, and the students. I love my students as the family I have. You guys mean everything to me when I'm gone. I'm always missing my students in all the schools. And we're on for the long haul, guys. Come to class, be consistent. Everything that I said in this podcast, they listen from me every day. So you guys know better.
Until Richie Rich, I said hi.
I will do that. He comes every Friday to watch. We either pick Arnold or a Sylvester Stallone movie. So we have a Friday date coming up.
Excellent. Obrigado, sir.
De nada, meu amigo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the time. Appreciate the love. Looking forward to listening to the podcast. And everything I said is a lie. No. Thank you, sir. Sorry, cup.
Cup.
Cup. Thank you, guys.